So the whole crypto market right now in the past couple hours, in fact, is absolutely tanking. And you might be wondering why, especially if you're over leveraged right now, you're probably getting absolutely demolished. And if you are in my Discord, we're going to be talking about that on how pretty much I told you guys that this was essentially going to happen and not to worry. So first of all, I would highly recommend joining my Discord. We got over 1,500 people in here and everyone chats, everyone speaks. And I could also potentially help you guys. And maybe you could help me if you know something that I don't. But we're going to be having a look. Before I have a look at the Discord, I want to have a look right here at what's going on with the total. We had a massive breakout on the 4-hour time frame on the total, and we're talking about a breakout since July 18, 2025. For about a month now, we've been consolidating right here. We had 3 rejections on the total. This was the first one right here. We had the second one right here. And I told you guys in my Discord that if we break above the 3.94 or if we touch 3.95 trillion, we're essentially gonna fly. Now, this resistance right here was at 3.94 trillion, and we're looking a little bit shaky right now. Maybe we come back here, fake out a lot of people. Maybe we consolidate before going back above. But the fact that we hit $4 trillion for the first time ever is super bullish. Now, let's go to my Discord real quick and talk about what happened. First of all, I told you guys on my Discord, take 25 to 30% profit in all positions. Don't be greedy. Let the rest run. A few hours later, this happened. We took profit right here when things were consolidating. Things were a little bit shaky. The pump was getting a little bit tired and we essentially came down. We were oversold on the stochastic R side. That's why I told you guys to pretty much take profit. But I said right here, we've seen total push above 3.94, making reach as high as 4.01. And I said at this point, I'm anticipating a brief cooling period, a modest pullback across Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, and Solana, which is exactly what happened. Hence why we are seeing the total pulling back. I said I'm looking for potential re-entry around 3.94 level. For those who followed my earlier suggestion, I told you guys to take 25-30% profit. You should have available dry powder right now ready to throw at the chart at 3.94. I told you guys patience is the key and pretty much let the market come to you. Now, why did I say 3.94? Not only is 3.94 a very strong resistance or support, we had a very strong resistance, which that resistance essentially flipped support. But if we have a look right here on the 1-hour time frame, and we're just going to go ahead and drag the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top from where everything started. We started right here. You can see we had a crazy wick, came back down, beautiful wick, and then since that wick, everything was just an uptrend, right? So you grab the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, you guys can see that the 50% retracement is currently sitting at a 3.94. Now there's two golden ratio or two golden rules I like to see. One is the 50% and 2 is the 6.18, which is the golden pocket, hence why we have it in gold. We got the perfect rejection right here at the 6.18. Now the big question is, are we going to retest one more time? Are we going to consolidate in that pocket going up, or are we going to finally break above, or are we eventually going to break below this level right here? And was this just a massive fake out? Now, if this is a massive fake out and if this is a liquidity grab, this is where we're going to have to be careful. We're going to have to move our stop losses to take profits. If this does happen and we essentially start trickling down right here, and let's say we close below 3.87, this is where things are going to get really serious. I could see the total coming back down all the way to as low as 3.47, which is this order block right here. Now, I'll tell you guys why. This would be very bad. And this would just be a confirmation, especially if we break below 3.88 all the way to 3.44. And that would just not be good. It would be a disaster for altcoins. Your altcoins are going to start bleeding. We're probably not going to take a short. We're not going to take any longs. We're going to close all of our positions. Most of you should have taken profit or moved everything to stop profit. 90% of your positions should be already in profit, if not stop profited. And I don't even know if that's a word. And pretty much that's about it. We're going to have to see what happens. So far right now, currently sitting at 3.93. Maybe we retested one more time on the 0.618 fibs before going back up. Having a look at Bitcoin, things are getting interesting. Bitcoin did break above the POC level right here, but we broke above this resistance. And I told you guys that, you know, if Bitcoin does come down and break this resistance, that's going to be super bullish. For those of you in my Discord, I told you Bitcoin was going to reach $120,000 within the next 48 hours. So if we have a look right here on my Discord, I told you guys Bitcoin is going to $120,000 within the next 48 hours. A lot of people were shorting. They're like, oh, Bitcoin's at the POC, Bitcoin's doing this, Bitcoin's doing that. Everyone shorted on my Discord. I told you guys not to short. The people who were not in my free VIP got wrecked. By the way, the free VIP is free. All you have to do is click VIP access, deposit $1,000 into your DYDFi account. If you deposit $1,000, you'll get up to a $2,000 bonus. And not only that, if you deposit $1,000, you'll get a $200 bonus. So let's say you deposit $20,000, you'll get a $2,000 bonus. So not only do you get access to all my private insights, but you also get to support me for the free work that I'm doing. And you get access to pretty much all the signals, scalp signals, swing signals, market analysis, VIP chat, etc. So you get to support me. I support you, I get to help you, we help each other, and this thing could potentially go to the moon together. Otherwise, the whole Discord is pretty much free. There's just a small section for BYD5 members right here. You guys can see BYD5 members, a very, very small section. Pretty much only BYD5 members could get access to the free VIP, and pretty much that's about it. But I told you guys on my Discord, a lot of you guys decided to short. I don't know what you guys were thinking. I get it. We had strong resistance. We had the POC. We had a downward trend line. I get that. Very reasonable. But at the end of the day, I told you guys this was going to go to X amount of money. It was going to go to $120,000. We blasted through $122,000. We even made all-time highs. Bitcoin literally made an all-time high. A lot of people got wrecked. A lot of people got liquidated. And now, in my opinion, we're just going to consolidate before moving up to the next level. This is what I think is happening right now. 3.94 is currently sitting pretty well. We're going to have to see if this can hold. If it doesn't hold, we're most likely going to see 3.4. But as of right now, this is what is happening. If you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to join the Discord, make sure if you want to sign up with BYD5, make sure you guys sign up. Not only can you get access to pretty much all my private insights for BYD5 members only, but of course, you could benefit yourself. Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.